Maths Legends. Today we're going to be looking at decimal divisors, and we're going to be looking at dividing numbers with decimals using a single digit divisor.
Okay boys, now when we're studying and we're looking at dividing a number with a decimal by a single digit divisor, we need to know what the divisor is. So this number here on the outside is our divisor. This is a number that we are dividing into. And the number here is what we are dividing into, which is 7.5. Now it can be quite tricky. So the first step that you need to do is you need to rewrite this sum out, pretending that there is no decimal. So if I was going to rewrite it out, I would go divisor is 5 divided into 75. Now that's a lot easier than with the decimal. So what we do is we go 5 into 7, starting from left to right is 1, 2 remainder, and then 5 into 25 is 5. And that makes 15. After we finish, then we can put our decimal in, and we put our decimal into our answer directly above. If I move to my next screen and I see I have 13.6 divided by 4, so my divisor is 4. So if I write it back out again, I'm going to go 136 divided by 4. And I go from left to right, going how many times does 4 fit into 1? And I will always put my 0 at the top. So how many times does 4 then fit into 13? I know 3 times with 1 left over. And then how many times does 4 fit into 16, which is 4? Now if that's the case, if I write it up here, I can show you here. All I do now is take my decimal place directly above and I put into my answer. So my answer now is 3.4. Let's try one more. So once again, we know where our divisor is. We know that this is our divisor. We know that this is the number that we are dividing into. We know that our next step is to rewrite the sum out, pretending that there is no decimal place. And then we start from left to right. So we go, how many times does 3 fit into 1? It doesn't go. Bring my 1 across. How many times does 3 fit into 10? We know it's 3 times with 1 left over, because 3 times 3 is 9. 1 more makes 10. 3 into 18 goes 6 times with none left over, and 3 into 9 goes 3 times. If I then write that onto my next, back on the top to my original sum, you'll see all I need to do then is directly take my decimal above and put it into the answer, which would then make 36.3. Here are 3 examples, gents. I'd like you to have a go at these, so stop the video now and then I will come back and we will quickly go through the answers. Right, hopefully you guys have had a chance to go through these. I'm going to change my colour here to purple and let's go through them. So I can do this in another way for those guys. Pretend that decimal's not there. I'm going to go 2 into 2 goes 1. No left over. It's 2 into 5. There are 2 with 1 left over. And 2 into 16 it goes 8 times. What I have to do now is I have to make sure the decimal goes directly above. I'm going to draw in my decimal and I'm left with 12.8. Had that one right, give it a tick. If not, find out where you went wrong. You may want to quickly stop the video again now and check out your other 2 answers. If not, let's go on. 6 into 3 doesn't go. Bring my 3 across because I go left to right. 6 into 35 goes 5 times. 5 6s are 35, so there are 5 left over. And then to finish off, 6 into 54 goes 9 times. Now remember, don't forget to put your decimal place in. It goes directly above. Check your answer there, gentlemen. If it's correct, you may wish to continue on with me. If not, stop the video again and check your last answer. Let's do the last one. 7 into 1 doesn't go. 7 into 18 goes twice with 4 left over. 7 into 49 goes 7 times because we know it's a squared number. Once again, don't forget to move your decimal directly above. Left with 2.7. If you have that one right, give it a tick. If not, you may want to write down the areas that you are finding the most difficult, gentlemen. Or you may wish to want to use a multiplication grid as well. That might help you out. What you need to do now, gents, is write down your success criteria, the things that you know that are important to make sure that you can get this sum correct when we bring it to class on our next lesson.